How's it going, Rogues Gallery, and welcome to another Flesh and Blood video here on Red Zone Rogue. Today we're going to open up this box of Crucible of War. I apologize for not having an intro or anything like that, but I'm actually preparing for my trip to the Calling Orlando as I struggle to get this box open. I should have got a box cutter. I found that these Crucible of War boxes are actually a little bit harder to open up than any of the other ones, basically. Maybe it's the small size, maybe it's because they're made in Japan. Either way, they're a little bit more difficult to open. But yes, I am preparing for the Calling Orlando, so I needed to prepare a bunch of videos ahead of time, and well, this is just easier to make, and so that's what we're gonna do. And, you know, I figured it'd be fun to open up some Crucible of War, maybe talk about it, maybe talk about the Calling Orlando and all of that kind of stuff. Nationals. I've been preparing for the event. I'm actually going to be playing in the event, if you did not know that. I was actually, you know, I didn't get kicked off the coverage team or anything. In fact, I'm going to be doing coverage next year. But personally, I just really wanted to, you know, experience a Calling this year through, you know, the lens of a player, through a player perspective. And so that's what I intend on doing. And what better way than the Calling Orlando. Here we have an Increased Attention. This is actually an okay card, but you want the red one, to be honest. We have a High Speed Impact and a Rushing River. What cards are we going to be looking for? I need more Remorselesses for a secret project that you'll know more about in the coming weeks. But yeah, so I've been practicing a lot. I guess I could share with you what deck I'm bringing, because you're going to see this like after the Calling is already started, or really soon to when the Calling started, maybe the day before, something like that. Maybe on Thursday, probably on Thursday. Ooh, dude, it's a foil KO. Yo, let's go. That's pretty sweet. The foil heroes are actually really hard to get. Maybe Marvian Skies and a Barraging Bighorn. That's pretty sweet. I will consider that a pretty big hit. So basically, I'm playing Lexi. I'm going to be playing Lexi at the event. This is a Lightning Lexi. It's very similar to the one that I had a deck tech on the channel. This is a deck that I brewed 100%. Ooh, Ira. I'm going to put short print cards like Ira in their own pile. I've tweaked my Lexi deck quite a bit. I've done some playtesting, not as much as I would like. Love the beautiful Torrent of Tempo. We got a majestic Absorption Dome. And then a Valley of Plenty. We have another Witcher season coming up pretty soon too. I'm pretty excited for that. Are you excited for that? I am pretty excited for that. But yeah, I'm bringing Lexi. I was able to just like out damage Levia in my testing, so I think the deck can do really well. A lot of my strategy is, I guess I'll put that over here. A lot of the strategy is just taking hits. You know, as long as I don't have any big on-hit effects, taking a lot of hits. And then, ooh, Mandible Claw. That's a short print card. Well, that's a short print rare card. I'll put that over here. Anyway, yeah, I just take a lot of hits and then swing back harder. You can do a ton of damage, like so much damage. And especially on the turns where you can draw a lot of cards off of 3 of a Kind. 3 of a Kind is such a good card. Such a good card in that deck. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be bringing. I have confidence in the deck. I think the deck is good, but I haven't been able to play test as much as I would like. So that's kind of a bummer. Ooh, Plasma Purifier, nice. I'd like to play test against certain matchups more. I want to play test against Prism more. I think Bravo's going to have a pretty good showing. I think I have a pretty good matchup against Briar because they're also aggro, and I'm just going to try to out damage Briar basically. I think my Lexi deck requires less setup. You just have arrows and you just shoot them. That's basically, you just shoot the arrows, deal a ton of damage. We'll see. I'm really gonna try to push it as much as I can. But if I ended up, scrubbing out day 1 or day 2, there's side events and that kind of stuff. But I'm really gonna try to win it. So that's we'll find out. In a week from now, you'll know how I did. You'll know how I did. I love this beautiful, arousing ether. It's been a long time since I've really pushed my competitive nature for card games. I used to actually compete in Magic tournaments and Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments back when I was a kid, and I did pretty good. I got a 10th at a Super Series or a Junior Super Series. For Magic, Viscerai. I frequently, won local events, and I was kind of known for that. So I'm going to try... Ooh, Perch Grapplers. Yo, I kind of needed one of these, actually. And a Plasma Barrel Shot. Nice. That was a good pack. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I'm doing. Got my fingers crossed. I'm really excited for the event, just in general. Going to meet a lot of people. Going to, you know, just have a lot of fun with Flesh and Blood. And then after we get back, it's the 10K celebration. Probably the week after that. The week after I get back, we're gonna start the 10K celebration. I'm so excited for that. In case you didn't notice, we hit 10,000 subscribers here on Red Zone Rogue. And why is that a big deal? Well, we're the first, we are the first Flesh and Blood channel to reach both 10,000 subscribers and 1 million views, which is amazing. It is amazing. I'm honored, and I hope I can set a good example for those, you know, for other channels, for those to follow. So Red Pathing Helix. I have a lot of philosophy. I mean, I think a lot about the videos that I do, and I have a lot of philosophy behind it. You know, part of it is creating a narrative that you want to be a part of. And part of it is just being very, you know, true to yourself, being passionate. I love card games. Flesh and Blood is my favorite card game. And, you know, honestly, it's just a joy for me to be able to do this kind of stuff. Do I put the token? Yeah, I'll put the token back here. Ooh, there's another foil increased attention. This is a red one. This is where you want to be. We have a Towering Titan and a Cindering Foresight. Cindering Foresight is quite good. Once we get some more Wizard support, I highly suspect we'll see that card played a lot more. I mean, it's already played in Wizard, but it'll just see a lot more play in general. So yeah, the 10,000 subscriber celebration week is going to be amazing. I have a crazy giveaway planned. Brutal Assault, Pitfall Trap. I'm gonna have some guests on the channel, and they are gonna be some like awesome guests, like absolutely fantastic guests. I'm so glad I can finally have these people on the channel, and I've wanted to have them on the channel for a very long time. You can probably guess who they are in the comments down below, but I'm so excited. We have a Amauri Skies. This is a Kadachi and another Amauri Skies. It's funny, they finally put the right rarity on the Kadachi. It was printed as common, I think, in first edition crew, but like it was still rare, like still had the same rarity. It just had a misprint on the symbol. Anyway, ooh, this is a foil Majestic Unified Decree. This is one of the ones I don't have a ton of, so that's pretty good. Mandible Claw is fantastic, and a Rushing River. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that kind of stuff. We also have WeCross coming out in a few days for the English launch, and I'm actually really excited for this because WeCross is a very, very fun game. It definitely has an aesthetic. And by that I mean, it's a very clear and obvious aesthetic, and people are either going to love it or they're going to hate it. It's not a child-friendly aesthetic. It is just like anime waifus and like to the 11th degree. It's not, you know, not safe for work, right? It's not like actual, you know, nudity and that kind of stuff. But, you know, it's a little suggestive, you know? It's a little suggestive. We have Cindering Foresight. Ooh, Magnetic Shockwave. That's a pretty sweet one. Really like this art by Sam Yang. And then we have another Cindering Foresight. All right. So, you know, it's kind of like this, but like this playmat, but a little bit more. So yeah, I'm actually excited for it. Not just the aesthetic, you know, but the gameplay is really fun. And, you know, I'm down to play another new fun game. WeCross has actually been out for 7 years in Japan. So it's a very, ooh, Beast Within. It's actually a very successful Japanese game. So, you know, it getting an English launch is very cool. And from what I've seen so far, they are not censoring anything, which is perfect. Like I get it. Like, we're like, oh, censor it so it'll be more appealing to the Western audience. But also, if you don't censor it, it'll be more appealing to a certain part of the Western audience as well. And those are the people you want to pander to, because those are the people who are going to want the game more. Ooh, foil Seismic Surge. That's pretty sweet. Put that one down here. Towering Titan and Barraging Bighorn. Yeah, I mean, VTubers are a big thing now. You know, that's the audience you want, because those are the people who are going to be diehards, right? Not just casual people who are just like, oh, I kind of want to play a new game. I don't think that's the audience you should be going for. You should be going for the weeb audience. You capitalize on those weeb dollars. This is a barraging bighorn, and there's, ooh, Centauri Saber. And there's a decent weeb audience here in the US now. So, yeah, that's Wheatcross. So, for Wheatcross in general, I don't know, I don't, ooh, Zen State token. This used to be rare, which is pretty funny, actually. Ooh, Whirling Mist Blossom is really good. This card, by the way, it's a common card. How does Ira just not break the commoner format? Because her specialization's common. Like, come on. We have a hit and run, a springboard, and a KO. Yo, this is a pretty sweet pack. KO is short print rare, and so is the springboard. That's great. So anyway, I was debating where I want to post my Wheatcross videos once they come out in English. I think either way I'm going to do a big giveaway because I want people to have a chance to play the game. So I'm going to give away some boxes, or maybe a box, and both of the starter decks. I might have the giveaway on my second channel, Red Zone Japan. Emerging Dominance. Ooh, Lunging Press. That's a pretty good one. Yeah, I might just have it on Red Zone Japan and just have all of my Japanese stuff like on Red Zone Japan. Even though it's a card game. I'm not sure, because right now that channel is, has like 300 subs, which is great. If you sub to that channel, thank you. Thank you so much. But mostly it's just like, you know, anime figures right now, but I might put Wheatcross stuff over there. I'm not sure, it's this tricky thing, right? Combustible Curry. Do I want to just keep card games on Red Zone? Ooh, Arg Smash. Arg Smash. Do I just want to keep card games on Red Zone Rogue? Or, like, do I want to be like, Japanese stuff goes on the other channel, regardless of whether it's a card game or not. But then you're crossing like figures and Japanese card games like Wheatcross. But I figure people who like the figures will probably also like Wheatcross. I don't know. Once again, it's a very tricky thing. I'm not sure which one is the right call. I think, you know, here in Red Zone Rogue, we've kind of built a reputation for being able to cover a lot of different card games. And I don't think people would be like too bummed if I did. Wait a minute, this was foil. But, like if I did cover it here. But, ooh, Kasai. I'm also at the point where, you know, Red Zone Rogue is, you know, it's the biggest, you know, Flesh and Blood channel. They grew into Flesh and Blood, right? Unless you want to count Alpha Investments and Team Covenant and Telling Community College that grew through other means. But I guess we're the biggest, like, Flesh and Blood channel. And, you know, we could just lean more into that and just be, like, mostly Flesh and Blood with a little bit of indie games. I don't know. If you're watching this far, I'd be very keen to know your opinion on that. This is our last pack, by the way. It was an okay pack. This is an okay box. Yeah. We got like a short print foil hero. We got a majestic equipment. Yeah, I'd say this is an okay box. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below about any of the stuff we talked about. Wheatcross on Red Zone Rogue, or keep it on this, or put it on the other channel, or what you think about the Calling Orlando. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.